Alright, it is Wednesday now. I've got to head out right now real quick to go catch the bus, but I wanted to record a quick before and after so you can see the difference. I had my alarm set for 12, and while I was laying there, I felt like my energy was fine, and it wasn't even that hard to wake myself up because I had the alarm set for the phone call the day before. And when I got up and like before I even got in the shower, I was already feeling just kind of out of it. So I've been kind of like reclining on the couch while I ate something for, I guess, the past 30 minutes nearly. But yeah, now I've got to head out, so I will record more later. Alright, it is 2:30 in the morning now, so to fill in the very large gap, I had an appointment, but there was another place I wanted to go to, and that place was going to be closed before the appointment ended, so I was trying to make it in time to go there. And then I was on the way to the bus, and I was kind of afraid that it would take so long to get into town that I was going to miss the appointment anyway. So I called them and I said, I'm going to be like 15 or 30 minutes late. I got to the bus, I kind of hurried those last few steps and got there right as the bus was pulling up. I got into town, and the two places were like just 2 streets apart from each other. And I arrived to where I would have been on time for the appointment, but since I already warned them I was going to be late, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go to this other place now. And I got quite some news. So the place I went was to my insurance to talk to them about getting these SIP feeds covered. My doctor was saying that they're only covered for really severe cases, and same for cannabis, that like the insurance probably wouldn't approve it. And what they told me was it's not like a question of approval, it's if your doctor thinks that it's medically necessary, he'll prescribe it, and like it doesn't need to be approved, it'll be covered, So but then what they said was that I only have emergency coverage right now, and maybe the reason the doctor didn't want to prescribe it is because it's not an emergency, whereas maybe he could prescribe it under normal circumstances. And this is one of the things I've been worrying about for a while now, because I was really afraid that this was going to happen at some point in, like, I don't know, the next 6 months or something. Well, it turns out it already happened like 2 months ago, and the letter never arrived. I had no idea. But because I haven't been paying for my insurance, they decided to cut back my coverage to only what is absolutely necessary. So it really only covers emergency, preventative care, like pregnancies, that kind of stuff where it's like really important. And apparently if you still use it for normal stuff, they can require you to repay them for the stuff that they covered during that period. But I had no idea, so I'm gonna have to contact them and see if I can sort this out somehow, but I really don't know how, because I don't have any money. So part of it is there were like a couple years where I wasn't insured by them. I left, I moved, and at that point the coverage stopped. And I even talked to them and they said, you don't have coverage, your card's not going to work. But now, a couple years later, that I'm back with them, they're saying that they would have been responsible for that whole time over the last several years, and now they want to make me pay for the last several years. So I have to prove to them that I had other insurance during this time period, and then I have to deal with the current situation of how do I pay for insurance right now. And it's really tricky because there are certain ways that you can get out of paying, like if you receive government assistance, that they would pay for it for you. But since I'm not eligible for anything like that, there's really no other organization that's going to step in and do that for me. What I can do is try and get them to agree to let me pay in like portions. And the smallest amount you can pay per month, they told me, is 10 euros. But I'm not sure if that's 10 euros of my debt on top of the normal monthly fee, or if I can convince them to let me pay 10 euros total per month. So I'm gonna see if I can talk them into reactivating my coverage now while we're still working on getting this sorted out. If I at least tell them that I've got proof that I was insured over those couple years, and then instead of like, I think it's like some insane amount of debt, like in the thousands, that it's only, in the hundreds. So, yeah. And then I went to this appointment and I was there for a couple hours. After that, I stopped in the bank, which was right near the metro, so basically on my way, and then picked up the car, went to the store, went home, and kind of like laid down and rested for, I'd say I laid down for maybe like an hour and a half and slept for about 30 minutes of that time. And I think I would say at that point, like from the point where I got the car to when I got up, like about 30 minutes after the nap to go pick somebody up, that I was feeling out of it, like fatigued and sluggish and just like warm body temperature. But ever since I got back from picking them up, I was kind of like sleepy and yawning for a while, but just like kind of normal. But then like I kind of come alive later on in the evening, and I've been, pretty alert, doing okay. There's stuff that I've been focused on looking up, so maybe there's kind of the adrenaline from that. The excitement of finding the stuff that I've been looking for. But I was even thinking like hours ago, oh, I'm gonna go take a shower, and I haven't really moved yet, but yeah, I would say even when I was there was a point where I was getting hungry and I was like, I don't really feel like getting up and cooking, but definitely like since I ate, I've been feeling fine. I just haven't gone up and showered yet because I've been focused on all this information I've been digging up and everything. But I think I'm probably gonna go take a shower now. Might even do laundry. And I'm gonna see if I can get into getting an infusion tomorrow before my dentist appointment, even though I probably really shouldn't be doing either given my insurance situation, but I'm going to wait and contact them tomorrow and say that I just found out, and hopefully they won't know that I found out one day before. So yeah, fingers crossed.